Hi, I'm Tyler, and welcome to another episode of my Christian Music Week reviews. Each week I take 5 releases, be it albums, EPs, or singles, and after I listen to them all week and come back here and I review them, I share what I think about them. So without further ado, let's get to this week's first release. Stephen Curtis Chapman's new album, Still. Stephen Curtis Chapman's new album, Still. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good album here. Stylistically, definitely a contemporary pop rock sound with the contemporary pop side of that emphasized. So, best described as contemporary pop, and then some pop rock influence in that as well. Usually, a lot of songs will start out having a contemporary pop feel, but then we'll go to the more contemporary pop rock as we get into the chorus and the song picks up. Also, there are worship elements in a couple of songs as well, and some folk elements in the earlier parts of the album. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here too. Stephen Curtis Chapman talks about how in the painful night of fear, when we tried to figure things out, we got to keep faith in God too, in His faithful love and grace, miraculously resurrect our circumstances into masterpieces, even if we got to wait till we get home to heaven for that. And while we wait, we got to reflect that love to others, even if they are different from us. Up next, Upper Room's new EP. Upper Room's new EP, Moments, Light 6. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good EP here overall, even if the songs do kind of feel a little bit dragged out. Again, though, good EP here. It's just that the songs can feel a little long. Stylistically here, definitely a worship EP with definite alternative influence and some degree of pop elements as well. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here too. Really is an encounter with Jesus' glory. And as for the lyrics here, Upper Room talks about how they desire the Holy Spirit to open their eyes to see Jesus's glorious face of satisfying love that changes their hearts to give all priority to Him over anything in this world. Up next, Tedashii's new EP, This Time Around, 2. Tedashii's new EP, This Time Around 2. Let's dive into it. So, pretty good EP here. Stylistically, definitely hip-hop, mostly on the hard-hitting side of things, strongly trap influence, and definitely some pop influence as well. Though, interestingly, Tedashii finds a way to make the pop and hip-hop influence. It is pretty hard-hitting here. There's also some R&B as elements as well. The only song I don't really care for is the chopped and screwed version of Respect My Team. I mean, I like the beat. I like the old school feel that is given to the chopped and screwed version of Respect My Team, but I just find the lyrics a little repetitive in my opinion. So that's the only downside of this EP, but other than that, pretty good EP here. From Tedashii vocally, Tedashii raps, and sings. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here too. Tedashii talks about how pain from the haters who judge him and pain in the streets tried to take him out, but he put faith in God's strength and relied on his team to make it out against the odds, to preach through his music Christ is truth to this crazy, loveless world, of how in His love He died for and chose Tedashii to belong to Him. Up next, Allie Paige's new album, This Is AP, Volume 1. Allie Paige-ap's new album, AP, Volume 1. Sorry for getting the title slightly wrong in the intro, but let's dive into it. So, Pretty good album here. Stylistically, definitely a mix of pop, alternative, and also some lo-fi hip-hop elements as well. And as for the lyrics here, pretty good lyrics here too. Pretty honest lyrics, might I add. Allie talks about how she struggles to find peace in the pain of loss from friends passing away. And the pain is putting a distance between her and God, but she reaches out to God, who in his love will go the distance to be with her, to give her sufficient strength and make her feel better as he makes the pain beautiful. Up next, our last release for today, Collington's new single, Be Like You. So before I dive into my thoughts on Collington's new single, Be Like You, let me just say this came across a request from Christian Music Girl. Thanks, Christian Music Girl, for requesting the single from Collington. Let's dive into it. So pretty good song here. Stylistically, definitely an alternative ballad, and pretty good lyrics here too. Collington talks about how he doesn't want to leave a legacy of divisively fighting for his side to be right, but rather a legacy of being open to changing, to be slow to anger, like Christ's sacrificial love that pursued him. Well, that's it for this week. Come back next week for 5 more releases. If you like my son's video, please subscribe. I put up videos every Friday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific time. Also, if you have any thoughts on today's releases or what we have said about them, let me know in the comments below. Also, in the comments, you can let me know if there's any awesome releases that came out today that you want to see in next week's video. Also, check out the playlist section for my Means Month Strange playlist available here on YouTube and also on Spotify. In this month's edition, the playlist includes songs from artists like Brandon Heath, Kate Thompson, Building 429, and others. So go and check that out if you're interested. Well, go now. See you next week.